Y'all, this game looks fucking crazy. Okay, hold on. Let me calm down. So, originally, yeah, I wanted to make this video a reaction. Just like a really quick, oh, I just got off work. This came out at like 9 in the morning. When I get home in like a couple hours or so, I'll just do a reaction and then a little bit of editing and then, you know, that'll be that. But guys, this game looks so crazy good that I just could not even, like, say anything. It wasn't a worthy, like, the reaction was shit. I didn't say anything the whole time because I was just like, oh my god. Because, let me give you all a little bit of a background. The team making this game, I'm pretty confident in saying this now, the team behind this game is the same team behind Super Mario Odyssey, and that team was the same team behind the Mario Galaxy games. Yeah? Mario Odyssey and Mario Galaxy 1 and 2, those are my top 3 Mario games, like, okay, mainline Mario games. I think I consider Thousand Year Door, the Paper Mario stuff, that might be a little higher, but like, 3D platformer-wise, hell, 2D platformer-wise, Odyssey, Galaxy 2, Galaxy 1. In that order. I like Galaxy 2 more gameplay-wise, but I think Galaxy 1 has better sauce and vibes. Speaking of sauce, that's the first thing that this game had me freaking out about, is it's got sauce like crazy. And I kind of want to touch on that, and more so, what you just saw on the screen right there. Young Pauline in this game. So, we kind of saw this leaked slightly, like, earlier, like, way earlier. I think Nintendo of Korea maybe leaked it. But, yeah, I did not think it was gonna be to the extent that it was with this game. Young Pauline, first off, it looks like this game actually has a story that gives a shit, so hell yeah. On top of that, it seems like they're straight up setting it up as like a prequel to just like Odyssey, which just means a timeline of some sorts in Mario in like forever. Like, that's the first thing that got me was, holy shit, they're like actually caring about timeline stuff a little bit here. Now, it's nothing like crazy. They're not keeping things consistent, but like, I think it's very smart of them to establish a relationship between Pauline and Donkey Kong like this. And I think it's really, really cool that they're like having this whole thing like, oh, Pauline's dream is to be a singer. And then you see that fulfilled in Mario Odyssey. Also, the city that Pauline is mayor of is entirely Kong themed. Like, all the street names are Kong names and all that stuff. So it kind of makes me think, like, how long has this been planned? You know? Like, maybe it wasn't always, like, fully planned out like this, obviously, but I really, really like the way they're going with this. Man, I'm sorry, I'm rambling. I don't even know what to say next. The gameplay for this game looks sick. I love the premise, having to get to the center of the Earth's core because these evil Kongs are just, like, fucking shit up. It's... Oh, man. I'm sorry, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm trying to make a cohesive video. I just can't. I'm too excited for this. I really, really enjoy a lot of... This is just B-roll. I think I need to, like, kind of cut around to the stuff that I am really, really interested in. Okay, well, first off, the original Donkey Kong Country characters coming back is great. I love the way that Diddy looks. I think Diddy's later on. And I think Diddy was actually next to Dixie in that scene. I'm glad that Cranky Kong's back. I'm glad that seemingly the animals are back. And the soundtrack for this game is going to go crazy. You want to know why I know it's going to go crazy? It's because I was hearing nothing but Donkey Kong Country references, Donkey Kong 64 references throughout this entire trailer. And that means peak. That means peak, guys. And Pauline has a focus as a singer. Dude, this shit's gonna go crazy. It's gonna be awesome. Literally just the awesome shit from Odyssey combined with the awesome shit from throughout all of Donkey Kong's games. Which I am so glad we're finally getting, like, an actual DK-focused game in, like, forever. Like, when did Tropical Freeze come out, y'all? Like, that was Wii U days. It's been a bit. So, oh, man. What should I even talk about? This form change stuff is cool. I'm just glad to see more mechanics, honestly. Because that's what I loved so much about Odyssey 1, was the mechanical depth. It's got a lot to it. And I was glad to see that you could, like, jump off of a chunk of the terrain to double jump. I'm glad that collecting the gold nugget currency stuff also lets you charge up this, what was it called? Kong Bonanza form? I think that is what it's called, just Kong Bonanza. But, Banenergy? Is that how you say that? Banenergy? I guess so. But yeah, the cutscenes look great. Pauline's fully voice acted. Like, fully voice acted, straight up. That's kind of crazy to me. In a good way. It's cool. I like it a lot. I like the designs of these, like, villains, and that in this little 15-minute trailer that they showcased, I am so happy that they established, like, oh yeah, no, this one handles the creation of the enemies, and this one handles the intel gathering, and this one's the, like, leader of of all of it. I love that they're trying to establish from the get-go, hey, this is the villain trio, here's their personalities and what they are focused on and what you might have to do around it. Oh man, I need to drink some of this soda. Hold on. I don't want to stretch this out for too long, so let's kind of skip forward a little bit. I'm glad to see that they do actually have, like, challenge courses that you can go and do. Obviously, these Donkey Kong Country style levels are gonna be awesome. Oh yeah, the outfits. Hold on, there's outfits in here too. I'm actually really happy with how they're handling outfits in this game. Cause, first off, I just want to say Pauline's default outfit is fucking awesome. And I really hope that Mario Kart World has no outfits for Pauline or Donkey Kong because of this game. For those of you that do not know Mario Kart World, Pauline has a biker alt, and Donkey Kong has, like, an off-road alt, and that's the only costumes they have. They literally have one alternate costume each, and that's it. I hope that once this game comes out, we're gonna see a lot more of these popping into World. Genuinely. Because, damn, I really want to play as Pauline wearing the rock-out rags. Dun, da, da, da. Sorry. The neuron activation kicked in with Bonus Room Blitz. But yeah, the costume system, I love the way that it works, because it's actually, like, got statistics tied to it. First off, changing the fur color of Donkey Kong is awesome. It's gonna make it a lot easier to match with britches that might have good stats that you just don't like. It's an extra layer of customization that won't affect the stats, so you can kind of make a more cohesive outfit. Speaking of which, you can level up, like, clothes, like this is Breath of the Wild or Tears of the Kingdom or some shit. Increases the chance a treasure chest will appear, destroying 10. Increases swimming speed. Okay, it's the basic stuff, but it's cool. It's cool. And the fact that Pauline's also getting outfits as well is just great. It's almost like a badge system, now that I think about it. That's kind of more what it, like, resembles, is kind of like a badge system, except with, like, a lot of, Y'all, I'm sorry. I'm just staggering so much over this. I have stuff that I need to be doing, so this video is probably not going to be very professional. I have stuff that I got to go do later today. I'm actually going to be live streaming as well later today. I'm playing some Nine Souls. If that's something that interests you and you caught this upload early, then maybe look and see if I'm live streaming, you know? But that's not what this is about. This is about the fact that this game's coming out in 1 month, y'all. We're getting essentially what I consider to be... Okay, I don't want to get too ahead of myself, but this trailer has me beyond excited. I'm sitting here in my head and I'm thinking this has the potential to be one of the best 3D platformers that Nintendo's, like, made. Like, period. I am one of the people that personally believe that Odyssey is, like, up there in, like... I think that Odyssey is probably, like, the best 3D platformer that Nintendo's made. Nostalgia will always make it so that the Galaxy games have a high place on my list, and I still think that they are amazing games. But Odyssey just took all the stuff that I liked about Galaxy and amplified it. Like the Luma mechanic where you spin to hit things, they just made it ranged with the hat. They added the capture mechanic, which just felt exactly like miniature versions of the Galaxy power-ups. Because Galaxy had some weird power-ups. Like, Galaxy 2 had the rock and the cloud, and there was the spring power-up. Like, the spring power-up feels straight up like the frog from Odyssey. Just except you have to jump constantly, you know? And those games came out, like, years apart from each other. Like, a long, long time. And I've always seen the 3D games through, like, Galaxy and Odyssey and all that stuff. I've seen them as kind of design-wise, gameplay-wise, I've always seen them as iterations of the next one. And all the new stuff I'm seeing in this, dude, it's going to be great. Also, I'm glad that they're showing off a lot more of game share. Game share needs to be, like, on every single game it can possibly be on. And also, the multiplayer for this is not too bad. Like, I'm comparing it to what the Luma would do in the two-player mode for the Galaxy games, where, like, the Luma could just, like, collect star bits by pointing at the screen, and they could, like, what else? I think they could freeze enemies in place. But the mechanics that they're introducing for Player 2, for Pauline, with, like, being able to scan materials and then fire them off and stuff, that's neat. This straight up just feels like a next, like, evolution of being able to stretch Mario's face in Mario 64. And I think Nintendo intentionally did that. Like, that feels like an intentional design choice. They've been doing that since the DS version of Mario 64, where they were like, oh, well, look what you can do with the stylus, you know? And in 64, they're like, look at the 3D model you can stretch. And in this one, they're basically like, hey, you can 3D model with this mouse now. Crazy how technology's getting, huh? Nintendo's making 3D sculpting programs inside of their video games. That Amiibo is sick, by the way. I don't think I'm going to buy it because I'm not really much of an Amiibo head, but it's cool that the Amiibo support is not just for, like, Donkey Kong themed ones, but also every single Amiibo that they've produced so far. Now, if I had to force myself to create a concern, I'm trying real hard to think what I'm concerned about. I guess, maybe some of the worlds could feel a little samey, but honestly, I think I'm just not really paying attention to the trailer that much, you know? Like, obviously, I'm not going to be able to make an opinion on this game until I play it, and I will be playing it, so I guess we just gotta wait till then, yeah? Okay, I've been recording for way too long. I gotta go do stuff. I'm sorry that you guys just got hit with just a ramble. I'm super excited for this game. That's all I really wanted to tell y'all. And if you stuck around till the end, then why? Get out of here. Go. Watch someone else's reaction. They probably did a much better job. But I would like it if you commented and subscribed and let me know your thoughts on the game. And you better know that I am going to be playing this, so you're going to want to stick around for those live streams. Yeah, that's all I got to say. See y'all later. Bye-bye.